I got this at Home Bargains a couple of weeks ago. It's the 2-pack. It's the one with Rebel Commando Pao and Imperial Death Trooper. It's about £8, which isn't too bad because usually they're about 15 quid, 16 quid for this 2-pack. The main reason I wanted this for Rebel Commando Pao. He looks really cool. Rogue One. What's good about this packaging is you can open it up and then put them back in. It's quite handy for that. Here's the back of the box. So we've got Rebel Commander Pao, Imperial Death Trooper, and Amphibious Drabata. The Fierce Commander Pao charges into battle with a full-throated battle cry of Sakala. He joins the Rogue One team on its historic mission to secure the Death Plans. The elite soldiers of Imperial Intelligence Death Troopers are encased in specialised Stormtrooper armour with a dark, ominous gleam. Okay. Death Trooper comes to this huge missile firing thing. So let's have a good look at these. If you go to Argos at the moment, they got the Rogue One. What do you call that ship? The Rogue One TIE. Well, that TIE fighter anyhow for the $9.99. Okay. So here's the figures out of the box. You get the POW and the Death Trooper. Both look really good. The Death Trooper doesn't have the extra rebbing, so he's just like a regular Death Trooper, not the specialist. Comes with this huge missile firing thing, all these bits and bobs. Backpack, 2 firing missiles. You get all of this stuff. These are the POW. Looks really good. His head moves up and down, just like Admiral Akbar. Lovely looking figure. Death Trooper looks pretty cool as well. This huge missile thing as well. Here's the Death Trooper 3.75 basic figure. Quite a nice looking figure. It's quite rubbery. The limbs feel, the gun's certainly very flimsy. There's the helmet. See the green there? Looks good. Hard to tell if the lenses are tinted. I guess they maybe are. Cool looking figure though. That's the 3.75 basic Death Trooper. Cool looking figure. Lots of lovely sculpting, 5 points of articulation. There's a good look at his weapon. Not bad. Here's the 3.75 Death Trooper from the 2-pack and the Black Series 3.75 Death Trooper for comparison. And the main difference being the articulation. This figure you can get into decent poses, whereas this one's quite static. Let's see, in terms of sculpting, pretty similar. Both have that sort of under-webbing suit. Detonator packs. Maybe this one's a bit blacker in tone. This one's more of a greyish black. Pretty similar figures. Just the articulation separates them. It's a hard figure to find in the UK. His gun weapons have more detail on them. Better paint. Okay, and then this is your regular Death Trooper. Okay, Poe's a pretty nice figure. I mean, the head sculpt's great. All the gear he's got, wearing extra canisters, stuff on his belt. These sort of things that a Death Trooper has as well. Pretty plain looking rifle. Comes with a backpack which you plug in at the top there. There's the harness. It's a nicely sculpted figure. And what's great about this figure is you can open the mouth up and down. Pretty cool. So this is as much as it will close, and then you can open it up to let out the scream. Cool looking figure. See the teeth there, teeth under there. Great figure this one. Lots of lovely detail. There's a good look at the weapon he comes with. Pretty cool. And then the back of the gear there. And then here's a good look at the backpack he has, just like the ones they used on Endor and on Rogue One, of course. It just plugs in at the back. So here's Pao, Commander Pao with the Death Troop, the backpack on. You can see him holding a rifle. Nice detail on the backpack. Quite a nice looking figure, this one. Lovely detail, sculpting detail, 5 points of articulation, so the mouth opens, shoulders, hips. And there's his gun. Looks pretty cool. You can close the mouth down a bit. Like that. But that means he's looking down. Cool looking figure. Commander Pao. Okay. Death Trooper's much taller than the Pao. He's about a head taller. Okay. So a nice looking figure, both of them. Death Trooper's taller, thinner, and the Pao's squatter, shorter. Both look great though. Death Trooper comes with this huge double firing cannon assembly, which is quite heavy for him to, no human could lift such a heavy thing. It's quite hard to assemble. Just to put the two pieces, the two main parts together is quite tricky. But once it's assembled, it looks pretty cool. It's got 2 firing buttons there in the center. You fire one, fire the next. 2 green missiles, and yeah, cool looking set. So I guess we'll have a go firing these missiles, see how powerful they are. But let's just have another look at the figure holding this huge twin cannon. Certainly gives you a lot of firepower, but something more from I don't know, Space Crusade or something like that, or Warhammer. It's nicely painted, nicely detailed, it's weathered. Looks pretty cool. Okay, let's try the missiles. That didn't go very far. Let's try the missiles again. Reasonable. They've got firepower. Self to home bargains. You can find this set for $7.99, which is pretty good. It's a kind of bargain, and you get this missile firing set. Just make sure when you fire the missiles that if the trigger gets a bit sort of slack inside, you just fire it to clear it, and then it will fire again. So it's not a bad looking piece of equipment. You get 2 missiles. Cool. I think the Pao looks great. I love this feature that he has the opening mouth and closing mouth. Quite cool. Really nice looking figure. And the Death Trooper's pretty cool as well. Bull-headed. Lovely detail there. Great looking figure. So you get 2 cool figures plus this piece of equipment, and the blaster for him and a blaster for him. So that's the 2-pack Pao and Death Trooper from Rogue One. Came out around October last year. If you go to Home Bargains, you can pick it up for $7.99. Most places still have it at full price. So cool looking set. Yeah. Okay. Let's try firing again. You press these 2 buttons there. Not far. So not too far, about a meter. Is this POW Death Trooper pack worth getting? Yes, they're 5 points of articulation, but they're nicely sculpted, especially the POW, and he's got a great feature with that opening mouth, and you get all this great equipment. I mean, the missile firing feature is not too great. I mean, the range of the missiles isn't too brilliant, but you know, it looks good. It's been nicely weathered. The backpack here is quite nice. Could have done with being better attached to Rebel Commando Pao. Nice green missile. Death Trooper looks great. Pao looks great, and there's the rifle he comes with. Okay. Get firing again. Let's see if we can get a good, better shot this time. Let's see. That wasn't too bad. That was further. So that's the missiles, not too bad. Okay. So final look at what you get in the 2-pack in terms of figures. Get POW, great looking figure. Great sculpting, front and back. Good articulation, 5 points of articulation I should say. Then the Death Trooper. You can get him single carded now with extra webbing, he's quite a tough one to find. Great looking figure. All the bits and bobs you get. Great looking figure. Okay. So overall I'd say this is a great 2-pack if you can find it, especially at home bargains for $7.99. Really worth getting. Okay, so that's gets a thumbs up from me. Alright, cheers, bye.